European political elites against Elon Musk. Let's delve into it. Elon Musk has undoubtedly been one of the most significant business and media backers of Donald Trump. In fact, many believe Trump would not have been able to secure his victory in the US presidential elections without Musk's active support. Now, after influencing Trump's success in the US, it seems Musk has set his sights on Europe, specifically on two countries, Germany and the United Kingdom. In recent weeks, Musk has openly supported Alternative for Germany (AfD) in the upcoming elections. He has even offered to interview its leader, Alice Weidel, on his social media platform X. At the same time, he has harshly criticized UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, accusing him of helping cover up a massive child abuse network as Attorney General a decade ago. Instead, these frequent comments from Musk regarding the internal politics of various European countries could even be seen as a campaign against left-wing leaders in Germany and the UK. Unsurprisingly, political leaders have reacted. Olaf Scholz, Germany's Chancellor, Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, and Emmanuel Macron, France's President, have all explicitly or implicitly criticized Musk for his interference in European political affairs. For example, Macron posed the question, if, 10 years ago, someone had told us that the owner of one of the world's largest social media platforms would support a new reactionary international and directly intervene in elections like Germany's, who would have believed it? Similarly, Starmer issued a veiled rebuke, understood by many to refer to Musk, against those who spread lies and disinformation on social media and amplify the far-right discourse. The European Commission has also stepped in, warning Musk that X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, must remain neutral in the run-up to the elections. While Musk, as a private individual, is free to express opinions and support whomever he pleases, this should not extend to manipulating X's algorithm to favor a political option like Alternative for Germany. Certainly, Musk's opinions on various electoral contests in Europe, supporting some candidates and harshly criticizing others, can be polarizing. Some might agree with Musk, others may strongly disagree. However, what stands out is the indignation among European elites over Musk's refusal to align with the dominant social democratic consensus across the continent. Musk's influence is undeniable, not just because he owns X, but also because he has the platform's most followed profile. Yet some argue that if someone as influential as Musk openly backs a political leader, it undermines democracy by predetermining millions of votes. For instance, Spain's state broadcaster RTVE headlined an article, "Several European leaders warn that Musk is a threat to democracy." The piece highlighted that Musk, the owner of X, has expressed support for the far-right Alternative for Germany's Alice Weidel, with Macron accusing Musk of backing a reactionary international and interfering in elections. But this narrative is flawed. If democracy truly requires that no individual has greater influence over electoral outcomes than their single vote, democracy as a system becomes unworkable. Why? Because influential communicators and wealthy individuals have always shaped public debate beyond their vote's weight. Politicians themselves actively campaign to influence voter decisions, often leveraging their positions, charisma, and media connections. A sitting political leader, for instance, wields institutional tools unavailable to newcomers or outsiders. Established party machinery and state-subsidized media networks amplify their reach, putting new or independent candidates at a distinct disadvantage. Thus, it's naive to believe that democracy functions only in an idealized, unattainable scenario where everyone has equal influence. What truly bothers European leaders is not Musk's influence per se, but the fact that his influence isn't being used in their favor. If Musk were championing the 2030 agenda or urging people not to support any party opposing it, neither Macron, Scholz, nor Starmer would decry his actions as a threat to democracy. On the contrary, they would likely celebrate Musk as a defender of democratic values for facilitating their continued hold on power. Consider the contrast with George Soros, often regarded as Musk's ideological nemesis. Soros has long influenced elections in Europe and the US through his foundation, donating to campaigns and funding networks of think tanks aligned with the interests of current European elites. Yet Macron, Starmer, and Scholz have never accused Soros of electoral interference. Instead, they lament Soros's recent announcement to scale back his European activities, fearing the weakening of ideological networks his foundation supports. A German Green Party MEP even warned that Soros's withdrawal could embolden ultra-conservative forces. This double standard highlights the hypocrisy of these leaders. Their issue with Musk is not his interference in European elections, it's that his interference doesn't serve their interests. Ultimately, what Musk is doing is no different from what has been done in democracies worldwide throughout history. Those who disagree with Musk's views should challenge them ideologically, not censor him, just as those who oppose Soros should do the same. For those who believe ordinary citizens cannot prevail ideologically against wealthy, influential figures like Musk or Soros, the solution lies in advocating for smaller, less intrusive states. This would limit the scope of their influence and ensure that no false gods dictate public policy.